These are 3 reasons why heavy weights are killing your gains. Today, we're going to talk about 3 ways other than lifting heavy weights to overload your muscles. Now, I'm going to caveat this video with, yes, you still need to get stronger and you still need to focus on progressive overload, lifting heavier weights. So we don't want to lift the weights that we're lifting today that we're lifting in 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. So lifting heavier weights, yes, is a vital part of every program. But today, what I'm going to show you is 3 ways that you can overload your muscles and make continual progress other than actually lifting heavier weights. If you add all 3 of these techniques in your program, it's going to help you build muscle, build strength continuously, and it's going to help you overload your muscles other than just lifting heavier weights from week to week, from month to month. Now, before we hop into the video, guys, if you watch this video, more than likely you're someone that works hard. You come into the gym, you put your head down, and you grind. And that is exactly in the line of the concept of Fit Grind. Fit Grind is my gym. It's also my fitness apparel line. And the concept of our brand is the grind that it takes to achieve your goals. Reaching your fitness goals is something that's not easy. It takes diligence, it takes consistency, it takes hard work, and it takes that daily grind to see those goals that you want to achieve. If you're a hard worker and you're looking to level up your gym outfit, I'll leave the link to my fitness apparel line down below the like button. I'll also leave you a 20% discount code where if you use the code Jordan20, you can save 20% on your first order. So after you're done watching this video, like I said, I'll leave the link below the like button below. Go check it out. The first way that we can overload our muscles is by the principle of increasing volume over time. This is a very effective way that we can increase the overload and increase the stimulus on our muscles consistently and help us develop new progress in new muscle tissue. Now, by volume, what I mean is the total amount of sets, exercises, reps. So if you're doing 10 sets in a workout for biceps and you increase that to 15 sets, that's an increase in volume. That's an increase in stimulus on that muscle, and therefore it's going to cause more muscle breakdown, which is create that stimulus, which is going to make your muscles grow back stronger and bigger. This is one of the most foundational ways that we can increase the overload and help us build new lean tissue, but we want to do it within a reason. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we're being smart with this and not completely destroying our muscles and going into doing 50 sets of chest or 50 sets of legs. We want to make sure that we're being smart with this and being strategic. The best way to do this is to slowly increase your volume over time. So look at your weekly volume for a certain muscle group. Say that you're looking at your biceps, for example. Say throughout the week, you're training your biceps twice, and throughout the week, you notice that you get 15 total sets of biceps. Now, this is on the lower end of volume, and this is something that just by increasing volume, just by a couple sets each workout, is going to help you stimulate new growth. Now, a good rule of thumb to increase your volume is I would never increase volume more than 50%. So if you're doing 15 sets throughout the week, you're not going to increase it more than 7 to 8 sets. So by just increasing that volume just a little bit, so say that you increase your volume by 50%, you were doing 15 sets of biceps now you're doing anywhere from like that 22 to 23 sets of biceps throughout the week. This is going to be a huge progression. It's going to cause more muscle breakdown throughout the week. It's going to provide that stimulus, and it's going to help you grow. The second way that we can overload our muscles that's other than just using extra weight is by increasing the time under tension. And this is something that can be very uncomfortable, can be very challenging, especially if you're doing very large muscle groups. But there are huge rewards for those that can be patient and can really endure the pain and slow that tempo down. Now, what I mean by this, say for example, you're currently doing a bench press and it's a 1 second eccentric, 1 second concentric. One great way that you can overload, change the stimulus and provide a new stimulus for your muscles to grow is to slow that rep down. So say for example, it was taking 1 second down, 1 second up, there's 2 seconds per rep. You're doing 10 reps, that gives us 20 seconds of time under tension. Say that you change that from 3 seconds on the way down with 1 second on the way up. That gives us 4 seconds per rep. That's going to give us, if you're still doing 10 reps, it's going to give you 40 seconds of time under tension. So it's double the amount of time under tension. This is such an effective way that you can overload your muscles, provide a new stimulus without having to add more weights and fry your nervous system and really tax your joints and your muscles. Now, just because you're increasing time under tension doesn't mean that every single exercise in the workout has to be time under tension based. I would pick anywhere from 1 to 3 exercises within a given workout and complete this time under tension principle. It's going to be a little bit easier to do this on your isolation-based exercises, but there's nothing wrong with doing this on compound movements. But what I would do is I would always make sure that the eccentric is the slow part of the rep, and the concentric is still focusing on an explosive movement. So say, for example, you're doing a squat. You're going to go 3 seconds down, 1 second up. Say you're doing a bench press, 3 seconds down, 1 second up. Say you're doing a pull-up, you're gonna do 1 second up and 3 seconds down. So always taking that eccentric portion of the lift, and that's where you're gonna slow down that tempo. Like I said, just gonna create a new stimulus. It's gonna cause more muscle breakdown. It's gonna be very humbling. So you might have to sacrifice a little bit of weight, but that is perfectly fine. Like I said, it's gonna create that new stimulus. Your body's gonna be like, what the heck is going on? It's gonna throw your program on its head, and it's gonna help you develop new lean tissue. The third way that you can overload your muscles that is not adding weight to the bar or grabbing a heavier dumbbell is by decreasing your rest time. And this is something that I'm a huge believer in, and this is something that you need to be really diligent with your workouts. If you're spending 2 hours, 3 hours in the gym, and you are thinking that you're crushing your workouts, I would venture out as far as to say that you can be more intense with your workouts. You can get a great strength training session done in 60 minutes. And what you need to do is you need to pay attention to that clock a little bit more. So if you're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 minutes in between sets, you can't be intense with this. You can't keep the blood in the muscles, and that's not going to provide a new stimulus for your muscles to grow. Now, this is something that this may tax your cardiovascular system because you might go into a set not fully recovered. But in my opinion, that's perfectly okay. The idea of building muscle is to provide a stimulus on the body. And if you're always going back into your sets fully recovered, you're not really providing that stimulus on the body that you need to see that new muscle growth. So say, for example, you're taking 2 minutes of rest in between your sets, decrease it to 90 seconds. Or say, for example, you're doing 1 minute rest, decrease it to 45 seconds. Just those little tweaks in your program are going to make a world of a difference, and they're going to help you provide that new stimulus. Because at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do, is we're trying to come in the gym, change things just slightly, make slight progressions, and do that consistently so that our body breaks down and builds up. Body breaks down, builds up. And it's a stair climb effect where we're slowly getting better from week to week, month to month, and year to year. Now, what I would do is I wouldn't get crazy with this. If you're doing compound movements, I would say make sure that you're taking enough rest to keep good form, to give good effort. Say that you're normally taking like 5 minutes in between sets, maybe decrease it to like 2 or 3 minutes. And then on more of your isolation-based exercises or in your machines, this is where you can really decrease that rest time to anywhere from 90 seconds, 1 minute, 45 seconds. You can even do sets where you're only resting 30 seconds. That's going to provide a huge stimulus to your training that's very different from what you're used to, and that's going to help you grow. Now, you might notice with this too, that when you decrease that rest time, like I said, your heart rate's going to be up, you're not going to be fully recovered. And this is the prime example of why you need to do in your cardio, no matter if you're bulking or trying to lose weight or trying to maintain your weight, you need to do cardio in your program. Having a more efficient cardiovascular system is going to help you recover from set to set. It's going to allow you to handle more volume throughout the workout. It's going to help you shuttle more blood to the working muscles. And therefore, it's just going to help you build more muscle, build more strength, and really get better. And I've made multiple videos before talking about why cardio and having better cardio literally equals having more muscle. You just have to make sure that you're still lifting. You can't just go out and run or can't just go out and bike and expect just to magically build muscle. You still need to have, yes, the cardiovascular stimulus to improve your cardiovascular system and the muscular stimulus from our strength training to really see those muscular and strength improvements. So these are the 3 ways that you can overload your muscles other than just adding weight to the bar or picking up heavier weights from week to week. Look in your training and see where you can add these 3 techniques into your program to really spice things up, create a new stimulus, and help you see new growth. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm currently doing a full bulking series where I'm showing you how to effectively build muscle, build strength while minimizing body fat gain. So if you're interested in content like that, like I said, make sure to subscribe and you won't miss out on the content I'm posting weekly. Go check out Fit Grind Apparel. I'll leave the link below the like button below. Like I said, you can use that Jordan 20 code, save 20% off your first order. I'm wearing the blue camo Fit Grind zip-up jacket right now. This is the perfect pub cover, perfect jacket to wear as it's getting into those colder months. I like to wear it on early morning runs. It's just the perfect jacket for fall. So if you're ready to level up your gym outfit, like I said, link is below the like button. Make sure you go check it out. I'm gonna leave a couple of their videos on the screen to go watch your next. Make sure you check those out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.